Right, this says y, and then this funny little symbol here, which means is proportional to 1 over x squared. So you need to recognize that as y is inversely proportional, that's the 1 over, inversely proportional to x squared. Okay, and then let's think about proportionality. Okay, look at the blue box. The first thing you always do is find a formula for a in terms of b. What do I mean by a and b? Well, a is y and b is x squared. So we're going to find a formula for y in terms of x squared. That's the a and the b. And because we're doing inverse proportionality, the formula will look like this. A equals k over b. So let's do that. So the formula that we need to find before we do anything else is going to be y equals k over x squared. That's a equals k over b, with my a being y and my b being x squared. And then looking at the blue box again, it says always find k. So we need to find k. And how do we do that? Well, we're given some information. Look at the table. We're given that x equals 10 and y equals 1. And we can put that in our formula and we get 1 equals k over 10 squared. 10 squared is 100. So let's multiply both sides by 100 to get k equals, or rather in this case 100 equals k. And so my formula is y equals 100 over x squared. And that is going to allow me to find all the y values I want. So we now simply put these x values, 1, 2 and 5, in turn into my formula, and I get my y values. X equals 1, y equals 100 over 1 squared. Well, 100 over 1 squared is obviously 100, because 1 squared is 1. And if I put x equals 2 in here, I get y equals 100 over 2 squared. There we go, 2 squared, 100 over 4. How do I divide by 4? Well, I can divide by 2 twice. So 100 over 2 is 50, and 50 over 2 is 25. So there we go. Those are my first two answers. And finally, put x equals, not 4, sorry, but 5, reading the correct figure here. There it is, 5. And I get y equals 100 over 5 squared. Well, that's 100 over 25. And if from nowhere else, the one above should tell you that that is 4. 100 over 4 is 25, so 100 over 25 will be 4, or you could work it out. And we're done. But do always follow this rule for proportionality. Okay, find the formula first, and then find k, and you can use the formula to work everything else out.